All right, having some fun here with Canva and generative AI, Gemini, ChatGPT. Here is an image of myself wearing a hat that has a patch of myself, my head on it. All right, so how did I do this? I started out with an image of myself generated in ChatGPT. Right there it is with the traditional cap and tassel. Isolated the head. Then I sent it to Gemini and told it to make the head into a patch and put it on a hat that I got from the web. And actually, it was a square to start, or the aspect ratio from Gemini to this 1920 by 1080 Canva page was not exactly the same aspect ratio. So you can see a little bit of blurring here on the sides where I had to do some erasing and magic expanding. And I tried it with ChatGPT as well. Looked pretty good. A little different. ChatGPT didn't keep the same like rotation view of the hat, but it has a nice patch and it has nice textures. Like it looks sewn. And I don't know, the outline's a little different. I just got some white around the edge here, but not around the face. So anyways, ChatGPT did a good job too. You can see my blurry outlines where I had to expand, the magic expand and then erase. But then I took it one step further and I took the image of the hat and I put it on myself. So we had fun last semester putting this on, taking hats or anything basically and putting them on famous people when Nano Banana Gemini first came out. So you can get an image of a ridiculously good looking model and put your hat on it and promote your product. All right, let's do it. So we used to do this with Photoshop product mockups where you would pay $7 and download a PSD, edit the smart object. This is Graphic River. Same thing, this is Free Pick. You can see these hats. But with AI now, you can basically do this without having to know Photoshop product mockups or smart objects or even have Photoshop installed at all. So we'll check out if ChatGPT or Gemini works better. But get an image of someone you want to put a hat on, and then get their face isolated like we've done previously. And then we're going to turn that into a patch. So I did this last semester. You can see this, I was able to make Lobo's head turn into a patch and a hand-drawn style. So the AI is really good at applying these filters or matching styles. So you can grab an image with any style, whether it's like a pencil sketch or a patch, and match it, or just tell it to create that style and it does it. Then you can put it on a hat or a soda can. So there are some ways in Canva that you can do product mockups, but I think the good stuff, the hot action, is with the AI tools right now. So let's get a new 1920 by 1080. Get the files we need. Upper top left, purple plus, white plus inside a purple button. And scroll to the bottom left, navigation, custom size. I'm going to do 1920 by 1080, but you can use any size you want. You can make it, if you're going to send it to, depending on where you're sending, what your output's going to be. So I got a nice blank artboard staring at me. And in a couple, if you go to this course, all right, so here's my page. If you go home, oops, those are all the things I've been watching on YouTube. And then view channel and courses. This is the 5th one into this course now. So you can see here, first I generated an AI Pixar style image, then I isolated the head. Did some other stuff, and now we're gonna do some compositing and product mockup fun this week. So grab yourself an image, and I am gonna start with the image I have here. Oops, Command Z. I said that I have here. All right, and then I'm gonna option drag a corner, and actually let's do a new page. Sometimes it's nice just so that you don't like Command C, so you have like your files don't get overwritten or destroyed, because we are making these destructive edits. So background remove, and then edit, and let's try magic grab. And we're going to grab the head. So brush, really big, grab the head. So this isn't so much about how to be precise and remove the head from a character, but the magic grab tool is kind of nice, right? It replaces the background, and if we're done with the background, we can delete it. So now I got a head that I can turn into a patch and put on a hat. So let me get that ready by option dragging a corner and sharing this onto my desktop. So basically we need a JPEG or a PNG to pass to ChatGPT and Gemini. So share, download, and I'm going to use PNG, transparent background, not to confuse the AI. And I only want this first page, current page 2, done. Download. All right, so keep both. All right, so there's the head. Now I went to Google Images and ended up with this Warriors hat. All right, so you can just go to Google Images and search for, baseball hat or Warriors hat. Men's Golden State Warriors 47 black team cap, right? So it's kind of realistic. Someone like a real photographer took this picture because, they have a lot of money to do this. So I'm going to drag this hat, but you could get a different color hat, different orientation, different whatever works for you. And then I think we're ready to try out ChatGPT. So first, I think I just turned it into a patch. So create hand sewn stitched patch. Just want to kind of have that look of something real, like photorealistic. So let's try that in both our ChatGPT and our Gemini. Create or stylize, create hand sewn stitched patch. You could go to the web and find a patch and then bring in 2 images and say make the head look like the patch or stylize it accordingly. But I think the AI does a pretty good job when you just say create. Oh, okay, there we go. So, so it put me on a pair of jeans or something there. Let's see how we do with ChatGPT. All right, so I get some like fabric. I like this one, right? It's simpler, but you could redo this and say just put the patch on, or instead of saying create hand sewn stitch patch, I could change the prompt to be on a white background or on a simple background. So both look good. I could zoom way in and check, I like when the texture actually matches the right pattern or style I'm going for. But just to keep going forward, I'm going to use this one and download it. All right, and then I'm going to go to Gemini and start a new one. I could have tried to going directly to. Let's try that. Let's try this, the head and the hat, and say put the head on the hat where the blue patch is, and redraw the head as a stitched patch. Right, so we could have tried it that way, but let's go back here and get the hat and the head. and say, put the head on the hat where the blue patch is. Replace, now let's see if it can do it, right? Okay, so ChatGPT is going, Gemini. All right, Gemini did a good job. It kind of made a new patch, a new circle patch. It used that original kind of circular warriors design, but it looks pretty good. It looks fine. I don't know. You can spend all day. So so I'm gonna get rid of the text quote, single quote, 47, double quote again. I like Gemini. It goes fast, right? ChatGPT is still chugging along. It's like Sam Altman didn't pay Google enough for their cloud service. But Google doesn't have to pay anyone because they're Google. All right, so we got a nice looking hat, right? I'm going to download that. And maybe bring it into Canva. So add a page. And so if this was a product mock-up, like just like the Warriors they don't have a model and it's just a simple hat, no shading. So I don't know if you I don't know what you're going for really, but you could hit, right? So if I option drag, the problem is I don't have any more room here, right? So I guess for this case, I'm just going to do remove background and kind of be done with it. So that's fine, right? So so one hat done. Let's see if ChatGPT is going to give me something. Yeah, not so much. So what you could do is you could bring in this image and be like, brighten a little. But we're just going to use this to keep going forward. But let me just show you this other trick while I'm here. So, all right, so let's, we got the hat. Let's put it in and let's get our original image of, right, that image where, and we want to replace. So I think I told Gemini to like replace the cap and tassel with the black hat image. Replace. All right. ChatGPT still going slow. Oh, it didn't work. Anyways, what I wanted to say is that sometimes if you create these mockups, I could do a new chat and do black hat product mockup, product mockup. Whoa, and the hat. Replace the cap and tassel. Okay, so put the hat on the head now. Put the black hat on the character's head. Didn't get it. All right. So download this. Download it. Come on, Gemini. Now let's try it. Oh, there, it did it. No problem. Here's the character with the black hat on his head. All right, boom. So you might want to brighten it a little. Maybe remove the background a little. A little. All right, let's get it into a new page, see how it looks here. And then option drag. And remove remove background. So I think that looks pretty good. Brighten it, I said. Edit, adjust, and brightness. So a little more contrast. I know that's going to darken up the darks. Maybe just add some highlight a little. I don't know, the white's probably looking good. It's just like a dark hat, so the face is nice and bright though. All right, we did it. The trick I wanted to show in ChatGPT is that once you get an image, concept A. There it was. Once you get an image, you can double click on it. Man. All right, ChatGPT wants to chat. I don't really want to chat right now. And when you do get an image you like in ChatGPT, you can double click on it and then paint where you want something to appear. All right, so if I go back to my patch and I double click on this image, I get this little brush, and I could like paint in another hat or a bird, right? Add a bird. But just because like when I had this hat, I was trying to tell ChatGPT where to put the patch, right? So I could have painted the patch and said, put my new head patch where the hat would be painted. All right, but I'm kind of digressing now. So if you're still with me, let's call this number 5. And I know it's kind of hard to watch going back and forth, but I'm happy with what I got, and I'm going to add my text in a gray gradient background and call it number 5. So I go to apps, all the way to the right for some type, text, and yes. And number 5, enter. College font. College black. Add it. Oh, I don't have my logo ready. And expand it. And grab a logo from Google Images. Logo, Sonoma. This one's fine. Get rid of what we're not using. And duotone with edit effects with an S. And make the highlights the dark blue eyedropper. And the shadows, the white, no eyedropper. X done. Go to adjust the image, scroll all the way to the bottom, sharpness, edge detail up, clarity, midtone contrast up, contrast up. And then back off the dark tones. The blacks don't want to be so intense, and the shadows less intense. All right, and then just audio slow-mo and a gray gradient background. So photos, scroll the navigation up, elements, scroll to photos, should be near the top. Get my gray gradient. You can get any gradient, but there's my gray gradient. I don't like that. I like the drag and snap. There we go. And then Command Option left to send it back. And I forgot to add the white outlines. So let's add the, close this, go to edit image, and under shadows outline, make it a white upper left. And I think I've been doing about 40. Maybe move the character a little bit left. Try to get about equal spacing there. And maybe move it down. It looks like it's missing an arm. All right, so one more. I got this image selected. I'm still in outline. Oh, nice. And customize the outline with the color of white and the size of about 40. And I look forward to seeing your product mockups, your stylizing, and your compositing. So kind of a lot of concepts to throw at you all at once, but AI is fun and quick, and you can do it now, so have fun with it.